Hey guys, Sean Clare with Vital MX. Today we got to test slash race the 2020 KTM 300 XC TPI. We're at the Works, the 7th round of the Works series in Washington State, and it was quite a technical track today, but it was fun to ride, and you know, it's kind of a cool opportunity to be able to test a bike in race conditions, because that's what a lot of people do, is race their bikes. The whole line of KTM two-strokes now are TPI. So that is the transfer port injection. So that's like fuel injection for the two-strokes. This has been around for a couple years now, but this is the first year, the 2020 model is the first time that they put it on one of their competition models. It doesn't have a headlight, you know, this is the XC, this is a race off-road model, and there's the 250 and the 300. I rode the 300 today. Some of the changes to the bike, they updated the suspension a little bit. We know this suspension pretty well from the SX models. It has the same exact fork and shock, but slightly different suspension settings. A little bit more holdup than like the W models, so a little more racy. You can get after it. The harder you push, it works pretty well. Still a little soft for the moto track, but for the tight roots, rocks, quick single track, it worked really well. With the fuel injection, they actually had an ambient air pressure gauge to help with the throttle response, and I think that made a difference. I noticed a difference with that. The power overall, it is much better than the previous TPI bikes that I've ridden. There's not a hesitation, and the first ones we rode, there was, I don't know, it seemed like some fueling issues, and across the board, this bike made great power. The defining character of the TPI bike versus the carbureted 300 is that this bike is a little more linear. The power is a little bit smoother. There isn't so much as a hit, but it still is a 300, so there's a lot of torque, which really helps out. This was really tight racing today, so it would have been nice to have the 150, which is a new bike, or maybe even the 250. But the 300 worked well. Overall, that's our quick overview of the bike. Check out vitalmx.com for the full test. And if you're on YouTube, click subscribe. Thanks for watching.